guys, I am Trish with Unique Me 3-3 Healing and Empowerment. Yes, I am driving. I got my phone sitting on my dash right here. I'm hoping you guys can hear me okay. My car is loud. It's a really old car, but I do have the music going. Every time I'm driving somewhere, I use it as a form of meditation. I just tune in to the different things that I'm looking at, whether it be the road, the leaves, people doing something in their yard, whatever is going on. I'm watching different birds flying around and just connecting, all the while having synchronistic events that are happening. I'll be thinking something and then a certain bird might fly directly in front of my car, and it'll be something that I'll know the symbolism towards, and I will receive a synchronistic event or thought, whatever the best way of putting that is. And so today, Spirit has just really been getting on to me, not really getting on to me, but showing me all the different people in my life that are going through spiritual awakenings, which is pretty much everybody around me. Some of these people are people that I have no doubt in my mind that I activated an awakening in them. And so many of these people are going through what they think is the flu, a cold, really bad symptoms like sinus pressure, sinus headaches, congestion in the chest, pooping and peeing a lot, very, very lethargic or tired. This is all things that happen when our body is going through a shift, a change. So when we go through a spiritual awakening, the type of awakening that's going on pretty much in the entire planet right now, it opens up different knowings for us, different truths, okay? So we start going through these different experiences that awaken us to clarity, knowledge, wisdom, some sort of insight that helps us to see the things that are missing in our life, the things that we no longer want in our life. Also helps us to understand that by connecting with nature and sun gazing, drawing down the moon, getting out and meditating with a tree, or just taking a walk, all of those things are things that connect us deeper with spirit. Okay, so during this process, we're letting go of people, places, and things that no longer serve us, allowing spirit to bring in new people, places, and things that will bring happiness and joy and peace. And then we are also awakening to, as we're ascending through higher states of awareness, higher states of consciousness, we are also experiencing our DNA shifting and transforming. So what does this mean? We become more developed with our spiritual gifts, spiritual talents, psychic gifts per se, like clairvoyance, clairsentience, clairaudience, claircognizance, wisdom, you name it, telekinesis, telepathy, things of that sort. And I mean, the list goes on and on, right? So these are things that we awaken to, but also our DNA, as it's awakening and shifting and helping us to become more of a evolved being, or a what am I trying to say? A superhuman, so to speak, in some way, shape, or form. We will experience a shift in our body that corresponds to the shift that is happening spiritually. So what I mean by this is we will have symptoms like itching, burning sensations, pain and tension in the bones and in our muscles, blurred vision, then very crisp and clear vision, maybe even seeing other colors, shapes, and things of that sort that don't exist in this reality. Feeling like you're crazy because you're experiencing things in the supernatural or the astral world that are connecting you even deeper. So a lot of you are experiencing flu-like symptoms, or maybe you are going through the flu, because that's kind of what it does, is it puts your body into this state of shock, and it is like a flu, a really bad cold. Maybe you just have a lot of sinus issues or what have you, but it all corresponds with an awakening that is happening to your spiritual aspect of things. So this can go on, guys, for off and on for years, until you've cleared everything that you need to clear, and learn what you've needed to learn, accepted what you've needed to accept, and things of that sort. We get to this place eventually where the challenges aren't so hard. The Ascension Symptoms is what we call them, that people people will go through are not as strong as what they normally would go through. But for some of you, especially those people that are around me right now that are going through a major awakening, are also going through breakthrough energy. So this breakthrough energy is an even more intense type of awakening. So your physical body is feeling what's happening in the spiritual that much more intense. It's that much more strong. So feeling like you don't want to go to work, maybe not wanting to talk to anybody and isolating. And you guys are going to hear the wind blowing for a minute. My dog's wanting the window open, so I'll talk a little bit louder. But, you know, I guess he's done with it. It's a little bit cold outside when it is. He'll only stay out for a second and then he'll come right back in. Anyhow, so you guys are going, you know, not you guys, but people around you, whoever is going through these awakenings. And like I said, ascension symptoms like pooping, peeing in excess, seeing blurred things, and then very crisp vision, hearing with muffled sound in your ears, swishing sounds, ringing, high vibrations or low vibrational tones, and then hearing very, very crisp and clear things like your name being called out, or whispering of the angels, maybe even music that the angels are playing, tapping into the language of the plant and tree beings. Yes, they have their own language. Yes, you're capable of communicating with them and understanding and learning how to do so. No, it doesn't sound like an English voice or whatever language you happen to speak in, but it is something that we energetically are capable of tuning into. So that's even a symptom in itself. But feet hurting, hands and feet vibrating, the whole entire body vibrating, having swirling sensations, vertigo, the feeling of being very disconnected and zoning out, so to speak, seeing other colors that don't exist here, and maybe even seeing holographic images of beings that are in the spiritual, connecting with the spiritual, having supernatural experiences. I mean, the list goes on and on. Burning and itching skin, rashes, weird itching underneath the breast, in between the breast and in the groin for most women. Women having a very distinctive type of pattern that corresponds to the moon cycles. Some of you who don't ever have periods anymore or don't menstruate anymore go through some sort of shifting and changing to where you may bleed sometimes even though you're not supposed to, or you may have that cramping as if you're going to have a period and then don't, or you may even be shifting and changing in the way that you have a smell, meaning every woman has a distinctive smell. It's something that we should all know. That biology or something along with that could shift and change to a different distinctive smell. Okay, this is all part of the ascension journey, all part of your body changing and transforming and becoming more evolved. But some of you also, they're telling me to share this with you guys, are going to start speaking in another language. This could be considered light language, speaking in tongues. It depends on what kind of path you're on, or, you know, if you're just somebody that thinks of being spiritual and not religious. But, you know, it doesn't really matter. If you're religious, it's okay too. You're still awakening, so it's going to be different for everybody. But speaking in tongues, speaking light language, maybe some of you are even being led to do creative writing, which means you're putting pen to paper, you're setting intentions that you're connecting with higher self, an angel, some sort of guide or something as you're doing your writing. And then what will happen is your words, or this drawing, or their words, and or what they're drawing will be put very easily on the paper through your writing. Okay, it just flows through. So some of you are even going through things of that sort. But many of the people around you, hopefully they will see this video as well, are not for sure what's going on. They're seeing a lot of doctors, feel as if they have health problems. Maybe some of you even feel like you're dying. Been there, done that. I had about 2 years of off and on where I felt like, God, I must be having cancer, or I must have dementia, or this or that, because there's a lot of times when, even though I know what I want to say, I have it in here, the words don't come out exactly the way that I'm trying to express them. And that even too is some sort of energetic response as you're going through this awakening in the physical because of what's happening in the spiritual. I hope that you guys got something out of this video. Lord have mercy, look at all that dust there. Anyhow, I hope that you guys got something out of this video and have a wonderful weekend. Much love to you guys. Bye.